Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another show of Inspirate Business, the show that's here to inspire you, to empower you, and to enlighten you. And already, as I'm speaking, my mouth is watering because I have none other as for those of you on social media, you'll know he's become now a infamous person, the famous Hamza the chef. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the Inspirate Business Show, Hamza.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
It is an absolute pleasure to have you on this Inspirate Business Show. Like I said, for all of you that know Hamza, the chef that gave it away, he has become really a phenomenal um, influencer, impact person in the space of catering in South Africa. And everyone knows you these days. You have become such a phenomenon on social media with all the dishes and the catering that you do for people. But we'll talk a lot about what you do. But I want to find out, how did you get to doing this here? Where did it all start? You were born in Malawi, I believe.
Yes, first of all, I just need to thank you for giving me opportunity to be on your program. I've never been on the TV's first time, so I'm excited.
Great.
Yeah, I was born in Malawi, raised in Malawi. Then I went in school in Malawi.
In which town?
Or in Mangochi.
Mangochi.
Yeah, Mangochi, is a famous place for the Lake Malawi and
Oh,
our
okay.
fish, chambo.
Yes,
So
yes,
once you
yes.
mention Lake Malawi and chambo, then immediately is Mangochi.
Mangochi, yes.
Yeah, so growing in the family of chefs, chefs meaning my mother and my auntie, they were the founders of Sungana restaurant. It was a phase to those years, restaurants that were opened in Mangochi before all the advancement. So they became so famous that all the students from the around, they could come and eat from there through all their school terms and functions. But we were still young.
And you grew up in this environment.
Yes, I grew up in that environment where every day when I wake up, I want to go to school, like to primary school. Then I'll see them, they airy up already in the kitchen, preparing all the dishes and keeping everything ready for the day to start for them.
Mm.
So I was still young.
Yes.
I never knew how to cook yet by then.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you had a great influence in your mother.
Yes.
Yes, so she had a successful restaurant. And
Yes.
what was her famous dishes?
Yeah, so like I said, chambo is a famous fish in Malawi. So once you come to visit Malawi, that's the first dish you're gonna have to eat. You will never go wrong with that. So yeah, most of people, like the travelers from all the cities, Lilongwe, Blantyre, overseas, when they come, they wanna eat that fish. So yeah, the famous dish was chambo. Then the rice, if you want grilled or fried chambo. Then also they serve chicken and all the mutton curry and things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because listen, when I've had the honor of actually tasting Hamza's food. And let me tell you something, for those of you that have experienced it, it is absolutely delicious, right?
Mashallah, mashallah.
Now, I can understand now that it's come from your mother's touch.
Yeah, it's in the blood.
It's in the blood, eh?
Yeah, it's in the blood.
And how many brothers and sisters were you?
Yeah, so I got 2 brothers, then 3 sisters, and cousins. Yeah.
Have they all been involved in the culinary?
Yes, they were involved. So yeah, my young brother Ali came first, then I trained him. Because when we arrived in South Africa.
How many years ago did you come to South Africa?
Yeah, that was 2008.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I got to South Africa, then I first worked in Mayfair by Hafsa, the lady called Hafsa. She makes savories, she supplies a lot of people. So that's where I started my training. So she taught me a lot. So I knew how to make the entire Ramadan delight from Hafsa. So I worked for her like 4 years.
So all our savories and all of that.
Yeah, all the Ramadan savories, you can name it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
where you. So is she where they keep all the, like in Mayfair there was a store there that used to keep the all the savories in these big, fridges.
Yes,
That's a Hafsa, right?
that's Hafsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you prepare a lot of savories, freeze them, then should sell frozen savory. Then you fry and
Yes.
bake yourself like that. So yeah, since that time, then I started falling in love with the kitchen, which was like in my blood already. So it was easy and quick for me to pick up, even though most of the things we don't have in Malawi. I saw them here for the first time, like in terms of spices and ingredients. Yeah, in South Africa, in terms of Indian cooking, the spices is another level.
Mm.
Yeah,
So this is pretty amazing because here is a Malawian man that, trust me, makes like Indian cuisine,
yeah.
like the traditional South African Indian cuisine way. Okay.
Yes, proper, the
Yes,
proper.
proper way. Right? And
Yeah.
and so this, I guess, is through the training from the likes of Hafsas and others.
Yes, so first it was by Hafsa. Mostly it was more about savories.
Mm.
Then when I left there, I had to move. Then I went somewhere by the lady Monera. She's in Brixton. Then she also does catering and weddings. She calls her company SS Halal Catering. So there I learned also a few dishes now where I started learning the grills and the curries and the rotis and all the tikkas and all the menu, the whole entire menu, endless menu.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, so Alhamdulillah, slowly I was picking up. It was not long. Then after 1 year, I think, then I had the opportunity to go work in Houghton, where I worked for two brothers. They were in the complex, so I was cooking for them. After 2 years, then few people who knew me started calling me to ask me for like if I can go to their place to help them on weekend or if they want to do a small braai. So slowly I started, then alhamdulillah, with the help of Allah, then the calls started
Mm.
coming in slowly, until one day I decided to leave the job and concentrate now on the freelancing. That's how I started.
Okay, so initially you obviously worked for the likes of Hafsa and then the lady in Houghton and
Yeah.
or the guys in Houghton,
Yes.
and then you decided. So for how many years was that? Where you worked for Hafsa and others?
Yeah, could be about 6 years in
6 years.
total.
So you
Yeah.
did the training with that for that first 6 years.
Yeah, so all the training was like different setup. So one house I learned how to do savories. Another house I learned how to do all the grills and the curries. Other house I learned like seafood. I went to another house, then I learned like all the dessert and the bakings. So alhamdulillah, slowly, so I picked everything,
Mm,
put together. Now with the help of social media today, the recipes are online. Then every now and then I keep trying something new
mm.
and trying to
So
try
when you
new
went on your
recipes.
own, that must have been quite a jump, right? Because now
Yeah.
getting into the entrepreneurial world where you don't have a steady income, right?
Yeah,
Because now you were
exactly.
working for somebody, it
Yeah.
is quite a shift, a mindset change.
Yeah, it was quite a challenge. I was actually nervous. Whether should I quit or must I continue? What must I do? Then I was confused.
Mm,
But then alhamdulillah, then I thought let me take a risk. Otherwise, you never know what is outside there. Of course, the clients were less. I only had like two or three. Then I should go to a house only once a week.
mm,
Then I must come to a house again following week. It was slow. Then I'm thinking, how am I gonna cover all my bills? Then slowly, then Alhamdulillah, whoever came to whichever house I went to cook, they tasted the food. Then they wanted me also to go cook for them.
mm, mm.
Then slowly, the name started going places that I never even imagined or dream of. Then
Mm.
one day I was worried of how am I going to cope with my bills. Now, Alhamdulillah, today I worry how am I going to cope up with my clients.
Look at that. Allah is so great.
Yeah,
And but you see, the thing is important is that you had faith, you had that yaqeen in Allah. You say
yeah,
that I'm going to go and do it. And I guess what's also very important is that you make sure that your product, this that you provide, is
yeah,
of the highest excellence.
yeah.
And I know, having tasted your food myself, that you really pride yourself in not only the taste but even the presentation. Now,
Yes.
where does all that come from?
Yeah, with the presentation, like I said, the social media helps me a lot also. With other people I came across also, So I realized that when you preparing and serving the food, it's not about just the food alone, but also the presentation must be good, because even if you feeling like no, you don't want to eat, you must feel hungry just by looking at the platter, then you must enjoy also. I learned from one old man. He told me one house I was working, said it mustn't be more about the quantity, but it must be more about quality.
Quality.
So yeah, I try my best to go extra mile to keep the food tasty. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, and so you've been on your own now for the last, what now you'd say about 7 years, right?
Yeah, about 7 years now, been going on my own. So the first time I was alone, like completely alone, because it was a few houses. Then I didn't need help. My brother was still working for Hafsa. I left him behind. He was still learning how to do services
Mm.
also. Yeah. Then afterwards also he left. Then I told him, you can join me, because now I'm getting more clients. I'll train you food. Then we can go together. Maybe we can split up.
Mm.
Then yeah, slowly, alhamdulillah, then we were going like that, house to house. Then now I had 7 houses, so I had to work Monday to Sunday. So every day
Mashallah.
I had a house.
Mm.
Then the pressure started coming, building up. Then now I had 2 houses a day. So I used to do one house in the morning, then I'm done. Then the rest of the afternoon I'm sitting at home. So I thought, okay, if they don't mind, I can tell them I'll do afternoon shift.
Mm.
Then because they wanted to try the food, they said, we don't mind, come. Then I still went to do the afternoon shift. Now I was doing 2 houses a day.
Allah
Then I'll
Akbar.
bring my brother, then he'll help me. Then we all learn the Lord together.
And that's how you grow.
Gee.
We've come to the end of this intriguing first segment. I'm already so hungry just listening to you. My mouth is literally watering because I've tasted Hamza's food, and for those of you who have, it is phenomenal, right? He just has a gift. Allah has given
Yeah,
you a gift.
alhamdulillah.
Everything, your presentation, the taste, the style of the way you do it, and
Gee.
more importantly, and you can feel this, the
Gee.
infectious personality.
Yeah.
As we go in after the break, let's discuss more about your journey, especially in this last few years, because I know you have grown exponentially. Catch you
Alhamdulillah.
after the break. Welcome back to Inspirate Business. And we have on our red hot couch, sponsored by Aza Collective, none other than the famous chef, Hamzah, better known as Hamzah the Chef.
Yes.
If you go on social media and you just type Hamzah the Chef, you'll get all his famous videos. And I wanna explore that. How did you get into that whole social media space?
Okay, yeah. So how I got into social media space was when I started, then a lot of people didn't know me yet from the beginning.
Mm.
Then that time I also didn't know how to use social media things, and you know, yeah. Then slowly I started learning how to use Instagram and WhatsApp, and I thought, okay, now maybe I can post the food I'm putting in instead of putting jokes. Let me put food. Maybe people like it, then I can go cook for them.
Oh,
Yeah,
and it's worked amazingly, right?
yeah,
Because now people have know what you do, right? So
yes,
if you are doing something at a function,
yeah,
you then put that up on social media, and
yes,
then other people watch it, and then that's how you grow your business.
yeah. Also with the help and support of my wife, she's very good at it. Then she'll edit all my videos, because then after the long day of cooking, I'm tired. Then I don't wanna sit on the phone and start editing. It's too much. Then it helps also with all the pictures and all
By the
the
way, I must say congratulations. You just gotten married, am I right?
yeah, alhamdulillah,
Right, you
alhamdulillah.
just come. By the way, Hamza has just come back from a honeymoon, right? You can see that's why he's smiling so much. MashaAllah. That was a Mauritius honeymoon, right?
Yes, alhamdulillah. I was in
Alhamdulillah.
Mauritius for the first time.
Yes.
It was amazing with my beautiful wife. Yeah. So yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
it was
No,
good. Yeah.
and what you have to look out for, there's this beautiful video of Hamza proposing to his wife. It was a very special moment, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it's a lovely combination. She's involved with you in the business.
Yes, she helped me a lot. She works on her own. She works somewhere in something around there.
Mm.
Then whenever she's off, maybe on weekend, she comes to help me also in the kitchen.
Okay, so you were talking about that your brother now has joined you, right? But you
Yes.
have quite a team when you go
Ye-
and do a function
Yes.
or you come out for a weekend doing stuff for people. You have like an entourage of people.
Yes, yes, because now the demand grew. So me and my brother, we come like the flank chefs, like the head chefs. Then all those guys, we training them also. Then they're very helpful. My cousins, my nephews, even my niece Sarah, she's working somewhere now. I train them, so they come to help so that it becomes easy because with the food you can't waste time. People they're always hungry. They wanna eat food at the right time. So alone you can't do it. You need help to get the food right on time.
Mm.
And yeah, so I try to work with the right people who knows what we're doing, so we don't go wrong and delay the food.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now I know I had the fortunate experience on the New Year's weekend of being with
Yes.
Hamza. We were at a private sort of resort in at the Val.
Yeah. The vibe.
And
Yeah.
now the experience is this the type of stuff that you do? Because it was a weekend with friends and family,
Yes.
and you catered for I think about 30 people,
Yes.
and this was for 3 days that we
Yes.
were there. I think it was three
Yeah.
nights, and it was being catered for from morning to
Yes.
evening, right? From the
Yes.
time your eyes open,
Yes.
you get the scent and the aroma coming out from the kitchen, right? From your smoothies to fruit
Yes.
bowls to
Yeah.
a sumptuous breakfast to
Yes.
then even snacks during the day with the
Yes.
kids and burgers and
Yes.
late afternoon tea. I mean, by the way, he makes a phenomenal Indian tea, masala tea, right?
Yes.
And then it's the evenings with various dishes,
Or the
and
bakings
then
and the
even
desserts.
bakings, and oh, it's just it goes on. Is this the type of stuff that you do
Yes.
most of the time?
Yeah, that's what I do most of the time. So usually the clients will tell me what food they like to eat. So when they let me do the menu and the ingredients setup and shopping, it gives me opportunity to go extra mile. That if you ask me for something, I'll bring something extra to it just to make it look fancy or to make the food as a form of entertainment as well. Alhamdulillah.
Mm.
So yeah, in the
And that's what
morning,
food is, isn't it? It's a
yes.
form of
So when
entertainment.
you eat it, it mustn't just be about filling up your tummy, but also you must enjoy it. So yeah,
Yes.
I like to work in that way. That's why if you remember that weekend we did, then in the morning before you get set for your breakfast, then I'll give you yogurt and muesli, I'll give you fruits, I'll give you all the different kinds of smoothies, I'll give you pancakes. By the time you even get ready, then I'll ask you what kind of eggs you like. So
Mm.
others like shakshuka eggs, some they want sunside, some they want masala egg. So it becomes like a play for me because cooking is my passion. I enjoy being around the kitchen. So yeah, I enjoy all the orders must come, then I must work busy there, operating.
And you
Yeah.
do it with a smile. That's the beautiful thing.
Yes.
You know, when you say that it's your passion, I
Yeah.
think this is something so important for our viewers. You
Yes.
know, is that when you do something, you do it with love, with
Yes.
passion. And
Yes.
that's when you know that work then is no longer work,
Yeah.
right? It's
Uh,
actually just
yeah.
love,
It
right?
doesn't stress me. When I
Yes.
walk in the kitchen, I'm actually waiting for you must give me 10 course, 15 course. I'll operate for you. I enjoy it like that. You mustn't be
Yes.
shy to order. You
Yes,
must
yes.
tell me what
So
you
you were
like.
saying that when you do it, I mean, for people that want to,
Yeah.
you would go out and do all the shopping.
Yes, as a customer service, because I know shopping is a headache.
Mm.
So what I do, I offer them, let me shop for you because I know a lot of them are very busy. They are working class and there's no time to go stand now on the queue in the butcher. So I do that for them to make their life easy so that also I can get the right ingredients that will work for me. So
Mm.
I prefer that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also, when it comes to what the customer wants, right? Because
Yes.
each family would have a different
Yeah, everyone eat
preference.
different. Yeah.
So you can also suggest, or they will
Yes.
also guide you in terms of
Yes,
what they're
we
looking for.
work together. I give them options also to choose what they like. Then I fill up what I think it will go together with what they're suggesting. Because, like you said, every home people eat different. Some they want mild, some they want dynamite.
Mm,
I'll
mm,
give you both. I don't mind as long as you ask me. So
mm.
I have to know whether you like ghee or butter or olive oil. So I go through all that. So with all those different clients, so it helped me to, it built me to go further on experience of my kitchen, because every home they eat different, and I try to accommodate everyone according to their taste.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an absolute experience.
Yes.
I know, you know, you just get surprised all the
Yes.
time. I mean, you'd be sitting and then you won't even expect anything.
Yes, I
And
like
then
it like
all of it in the
that.
afternoon comes this like decadent dessert.
Yes.
And then, I mean, I know you made something which I thought was amazing after the sumptuous prawns
Yes.
and the, I think it was Portuguese
Yes,
chicken.
yes, I enjoy making seafood.
Mm.
So when on your menu got prawns, then I get excited
And you make it
because
in a very special way.
yeah, I make it in the way that when you eat it, then you mustn't go eat anywhere again.
Mm.
So yeah, I like my prepared prawns. I make for you lemon butter, garlic butter. I make all the varieties. You ask me mild, you want me more hot, I'll make it hot for you. So yeah, it looks nice when I garnish. I enjoy making seafood
Mm.
and also Portuguese chicken and the steak. It has become a hit. Like every function that I'm doing, all the function they're asking for it, alhamdulillah, they're enjoying it.
You do
So
the ribeye in the
yeah,
strips,
the
huh?
steak, the ribeye
Yes.
steak. Yeah, they enjoy it. I've done medium rare. I
Mm.
do all that. Don't worry, I got you covered. You don't have to worry. You ask me, then I give it to you the way you like it. So yeah, with all the salads also, and you want the side dishes, vegetables, grilled vegetables. You want, I'll make for you fresh rolls,
That's something
Portuguese
that,
rolls, hot. I'll
yes,
put it from the oven to the table.
from scratch. You actually,
Yes,
I mean, that was
yes,
something that was amazing that
yes.
you actually made those Portuguese rolls from scratch. Yeah.
Yes, so it goes well with the Portuguese chicken. Then we don't have to worry about buying the rolls. So I make fresh whenever I travel to the resort, to the venues. Then yeah, it excites me making everything from the scratch, because then it gives me that confidence that I can actually do more.
And the amazing thing is, it's not just this is your versatility. It's not just like the main dish. You
Yeah.
then top it all up with the sumptuous desserts, right?
Yes, yes, it don't end there. I'll
Mm.
keep going on until you stop me. If you don't stop me, I don't. I keep going. Then after the main course is done, in the between I'll bring you pina colada. So I know most of you knows pina colada, but you should try mine. I make it my Hamza the chef way. So it's different. Everybody talks about it. You need to try it. You did try it.
Yes, yes.
I remember. So yeah, then I'll give you that in the between. Then when you're done eating, then I'll bring the dessert. Then I'll ask you how many minutes you want for the break. You want to go exercise to lose some weight before I give you more food. Then I bring now karakti, which everyone also talks about. You'll be licking your fingers drinking tea.
Yeah, it's true. Eh? I mean, he just knows exactly how to look after you. I think
Yeah.
that's what makes it so special.
Yes.
Is that, I mean, I hope you can feel it. Hamza has just this most infectious personality.
Yeah.
And I think it's so inspiring for everybody that whatever you do, do with love, man. Do it with joy.
Yeah.
When you
With
do
love.
that, I think Allah also blesses you because
Yeah.
it just you imparting this joy to people and you serving.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
loves serving.
Yeah,
And
I
you
enjoys it a
know,
lot. When you're
yeah.
having braai, maybe we'll be having rice dishes. Then I like to go the extra miles. Then I'll give you the sweet dish. You want soji to go with your biryani. I'll
Mm.
save you on the table. I'll come.
So
I'll
you do
ask you
the
what you
traditional
want.
meals as well, like the
Yes,
biryanis and
yes. I'll make for you kari chiri. I'll make for you daran rice. Oh, the proper Indian, the deep one.
yes,
You know.
eh?
Yeah, I'll make for you all that. Yeah,
You make
butter
it.
chicken,
You know
tikka.
what? As you speak it, I think you're making all the ancestors very proud. Eh? Here came a guy from Malawi that's making curry khichdi for us and biryani. What a
Yes,
thing, eh? What a thing.
yes, yeah,
No,
it's well.
Alhamdulillah. So I hope you as hungry as I am right now because I am really hungry. You know what we should have actually done is actually have prepared something and we'd have actually eaten it here. And then that
Yes,
would have been just
yes.
awesome. We've come to the end of the segment on this very hungry note, all right, mouth-watering note. But after the break, let's explore this amazing person more than anything, this amazing person. I wish you could all just feel how I'm feeling right now, just sitting with him. We'll catch you immediately after the break. Welcome back to Inspirate Business, the show that's here to inspire you, to empower you, and to enlighten you. And we also uh, give you a mouth-watering experience. And that's what we've done in this last half an hour with none other than Hamzah the chef. For those of you who know, who've been following Hamzah, and he's got a huge following, trust me. Hamzah, if you just go, if you don't know, just Google Hamzah the chef, and you'll
Yes.
find all his videos, very exotic, and all his dishes. And he's been sharing with us all his dishes from traditional Indian food, curry khichdi, dal and rice,
Yes.
to exotic stuff like prawns and Portuguese chicken. And he makes his own Portuguese rolls and
Yes.
these fancy desserts. What's that roll that you make? I experienced it in Dubai once. There's actually a
Oh
store.
yes, yeah. That one is a papa roti.
Papa roti.
Yeah, it's a bun
Yes.
which is coated with a coffee icing.
Oh, wow. And then
Yeah.
inside is like
And
a,
inside is soft and got butter.
yeah.
So yeah, the best part about it is outside is crispy. So it's good to eat it hot, right from the oven, maybe a few minutes later when it cools down. So you top it with the Nutella and you can serve it with ice cream.
Oh,
It's very
wow.
lovely. Every function I'm doing, they want to have that. Your tea at the end of the function, that one is a killer.
And he's making, by the way, karak tea. So he makes
Yeah,
the traditional masala tea,
yeah.
and I've had the privilege of enjoying Hamza's cuisine, and it is absolutely delish. So if somebody wants to connect with you, right? We spoke about going away on a weekend for
Yes,
families, even if
yes.
y- you travel with them. I mean,
Yes, I've been
now
traveling a lot
recently, you
recently.
would even go to people that are in Mozambique on a
Yes,
weekend
yes. Alhamdulillah,
away.
I've been traveling abroad. Yeah, going uh, outside South Africa as well. Yeah, Botswana, Mozambique. I've been all over now. Alhamdulillah.
So these are
Yeah,
families that are going on their trips.
yeah. So you wanna go on the weekend getaway with a group of your family or friends, whether you are 10 people, 5 people, or 30, 50 people. Then yeah, you call me. Then if I'm available, then we'll discuss the menu. Then I'll accompany you. So all the days you're gonna stay there, breakfast, lunch, and supper, I'll be sorting it out.
Yeah, so you just end up relaxing,
Yes,
and Hamza
because
does everything.
yeah, because that's a holiday all about. You can't go now to Mozambique. You can't go to the Val now. You want to put a pot of biryani yourself. When you gonna swim and play soccer and have games, you need to relax because you've been cooking at home all this time.
Exactly. Mm.
That's where I comes in. So you need my assistance there, where I'm gonna be making your staying easy and comfortable.
Yes, and listen, most people today, what we're doing is with the advent of Airbnbs and so on,
Yes,
which is accessible, are not choosing to stay at hotels where
yes,
you have, room service, or going to the restaurants. You're going to a private home,
yes,
or resort. So you book yourself an Airbnb,
yes,
and then you call in the services of Hamza and his team, and then
yes,
you specify what you're looking for,
yes,
and then Hamza comes in, and it's like a home away from home,
yes,
but
yes.
an exotic home away from home.
Yes. And the good thing about it, then it's 100% halal because we
Yes.
bought together, we discuss the menu together. Sometimes you bring the ingredients, sometimes I bring ingredients. It's up to how we're gonna work it out. So it becomes more comfortable for you because you know what you're eating is 100% halal. That gives also another chance to enjoy your meal without any worries of where about the food came from and who cooked it.
Mm.
So I'll be serving it live in front of you. If the dining table is next to the kitchen, most of the new luxury homes and resorts now, the kitchen is on the like open plan. So that also gives me more excitement because I'll be doing it live in front of you and saving you from the pain, which makes it
Mm.
more
So I guess that's one
easy.
service offering that I've experienced, so I know of.
Yes,
But
yes,
there are others, right? So
yes,
you are hosting a function at home,
yes,
at your homes. you then bring in the services of Hamzah.
Yes, there's a plenty services I offer. So, for example, weddings, actually, I do the whole wedding for you. On
Okay.
the food wise, you have to do your own deco.
Right.
I don't do deco, but I know people does deco. I can help you with also in that term. Then I do weddings, I do walimans, I do engagements, I do birthday parties, I do the guys want to go hunting, fishing. Then I'll accompany you while you're busy fishing. I'll bring you tea right there by the river while you're catching the fish
Mm, mm.
at night or so. Then yeah, then also sometimes you wanna go play golf. I've been traveling with the guys for golf. A lot
So
of
all the
places.
boys
Yeah, they wanna go play
weekends,
golf.
right?
Yeah, boys
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
So yeah, when they say they're going to play golf, you must trust them. They're going to play golf.
Don't give away too many secrets now. What stays in the at the golf weekends, or what happens at the
Remains
golf weekends
there.
remains there.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, services like that. So like we mentioned savories when like Ramadan is coming soon, then
Mm, mm.
yeah, according to my availability and my team, then we'll come, we assist you in the comfort of your zone. Then we'll make all the savories you like, whether you want to make sisters the savories that your sister likes or your mother-in-law likes, we'll make all that for you. Also, then I've been doing some functions like you opening a new place for somewhere or end year in December, a lot of closing.
All the
When,
corporates.
yeah, all the corporates I've been doing. When they're
Yes.
closing, they'll ask me for the meals. So I've been doing quite a bit, alhamdulillah. So yeah, there's a lot we've been doing, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think when you're talking of that corporate world, must be opening up a lot for you now.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for, so I can just add up on what I'm doing already. Because
So
then,
yeah, your team now is how many
yeah, the
people?
team now is going about 8 people now.
Alhamdulillah.
So 8 people, 5 of us being family. So yeah, like two
So it's a
brothers, two
family-run
cousins. Yeah,
business.
yeah. So it's like family business, like Indians, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like that. We're trying.
Mm.
So so yeah, the other three, they're my friends who I'm training and I trained. Also, by the way, then sometimes I get calls. People they say like we're looking for somebody to be full-time chef in our house or by the hotel or by the shop. Then sometimes, yeah, I also help them to train other people and send them there.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, so I do all that service as well.
All right. So that must be something, a great opportunity as well. This whole
Yes.
training of people, right? So
Yes.
so if I'm at a business, for example, and I need a permanent chef,
Yes.
then what you do is you get somebody,
Yes, I
you
get
train them,
somebody. Yes.
and then that person then becomes part of who provide that service to me.
Yes.
It's done through yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, when you're coming back from home, then there isn't much of opportunity here because of all the the stories about citizenship and racism. It becomes a problem for us, but we have to survive. So with the help of Allah, we try to do whatever we can so that everyone can also get a job at the end of the day. Because if we don't look after one another, then no one will do it. So yeah, I try to help and teach others also so they can help us. I can help them. We work together as a big family.
No, that's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
And your family is all based here in South Africa.
Yeah, most of the boys we are here, but the sisters are still back home. Only one niece, she's here. She works in Kempton Park now. Yeah, I trained her for 1 year now. She's a pro.
And mom and dad are still in
Yeah.
Mangochi?
Oh yeah, that one. So my father lives in Azadville.
Oh, is it?
Those who are from Azadville knows him. His name is Abu. He's dressmaker. So he's been in Azadville
Oh,
forever.
I know. It's a famous.
Yeah, dressmaker. You say dressmaker, but you can call him fashion design just to make it look fancy for my father. So yeah, he's been there sewing all their buyers and stuff. So yeah, he's there. My mother passed away, so I grew up with my
Alhamdulillah.
aunt.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long ago did she pass away?
yeah, it was the 94. Yeah, still
Oh, okay.
young,
So,
very
oh,
young.
you were
Yeah,
young. Yeah.
yeah,
So she was a big influence in your life, of course, because
yes,
she had the restaurant, and then
yes.
you were then grown up by your aunt.
Yeah, so the aunt is the one who's still running it. So they're
So
like
the
two
restaurant,
aunties
the
now, still
restaurant
running,
is still there.
still running. Yeah,
Oh,
still
wow.
running. Yeah.
And wow, that's amazing. Eh?
So also other thing, the funny thing is, it's called Asungwana restaurant. So that's in our language in Malawi. When you say Asungwana, it means sisters. Because there were two when they started it. So it's
So
Asungwana
it's your
restaurant.
mom and her
Yeah, the
sister.
sisters restaurant. So me coming here now, my brother, me, my nephews and my cousin, we're like 5. Now we're boys. Now we're thinking, how are we gonna take it from a small restaurant? Now we're boys.
Yes.
Now we're thinking now to call it now boys restaurant. Anyamata restaurant in
Yeah.
our language.
Yeah, yeah,
Those who
yeah,
understand
yeah.
Chichewa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that will
alhamdulillah.
be the legacy that will
Yeah,
continue.
every time my aunt see the pictures and all the videos, she get excited because she say,
Mm.
yeah, you're taking it to another level because we cook different back home.
Yes,
When I
yes.
got here, we learned now Indian recipes,
Mm.
which brings all the flavors and recipes. They actually got a room just for spices. We don't have that back home. At home, rooms are for sleeping. Here, they got rooms just for spices. That is how much flavors Indian cooking
Yes,
got. So,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
it gives you a lot of ideas and a lot of options to what dishes you can make. So, that's also, yeah, gives me a lot of knowledge
Mm.
because of the options you got in the pantry.
But I think what's so important as well is the fact that as we come to the end of this segment, is the fact that you such a thirst for new ideas. And I
Yes,
think that's what I pick up as well as one of your key differentiators is the fact that you're constantly wanting to learn new dishes and experiment
yes,
and come up
yes.
with new stuff.
Exactly, because people they get tired of the same menus. You see, like you, if I meet you again next weekend, getaway, then I wouldn't want to give you the same thing I gave you last. I would like to wow you with something different, like what is this now? You didn't see last time. You see,
Mm.
so I like to do that. Yeah.
And I must attest to that because on a boys' weekend that I went to a couple of years back,
Yes.
I think you served us a prawn dish,
Yes.
and the taste of that prawn dish compared to what we had now recently
Yeah.
on the New Year's weekend
Yeah.
had a little bit of a twist. It was a bit of a
Yes.
change. So
Yes.
you were experimenting with different
Yes.
spices and so on.
Yeah.
I'm getting even hungrier right now, but I have to just contain myself. Maybe what you can do, whoever's going to be hiring Hamza, immediately after the show, when you get it, please invite me as well. And then I think that will be the benefit.
Yeah. If they don't
Uh,
invite you, I'll invite you.
Inshallah, inshallah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
After the break, I want to understand where to in our last segment, where to for Hamza. Where are you taking this? Because you're on quite a journey, that I know. Let's catch you immediately after the break. Welcome back to Inspirate Business. And this has been a very unique show because all we've been speaking about is food, food, and more food. And that being, as you say, creates that uh, entertainment, right? It
Yes.
creates food historically has been,
Yes.
when you think of dinners and you think of bringing muhabbat and love
Yes.
between families on the table, they say how important it is to every evening sit with your family and have dinner together
Yes.
because that's where you have conversations. And
Yes.
what a beautiful gift Hamza has. And he's fulfilling it because he allows us to enjoy these sumptuous meals where you bring in families together, friends together, and he does it with such joy and creates that environment for enjoyment and for passion.
Yes.
And that is such a beautiful gift. We've been talking food and all Hamza's journey coming from his days in Malawi with his mom's restaurant, which in the local language means sisters, because
Yes.
his mom and aunt. And he now has an 8-person team with his family that are doing amazing dishes. And Hamza was just talking about off in the break. You've been traveling since the 16th of December.
Yes. Since the last time we met, then I've been traveling non-stop. So I was full booked, alhamdulillah. So I went to Durban. From Durban, I came to the Val. From the Val, we went straight. We never even go back home. We drove straight to Drakensberg. Then from there, I got back, slept one night at home. In the morning, I flew to Mozambique, where I did 16 days straight.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Was that for
it's a-
different families?
Yeah, it was 2 families. Yeah, so
Okay.
they booked 1 week, 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you came and got married.
Yeah, I got back, got married. The next day, I flew to Mauritius.
So now you at home finally.
Yeah, now I'm back home.
Right.
Yeah,
Mashallah,
yeah,
mashallah. What a journey. And I must say that w- uh, let's relate a story. So we sitting at the Val with friends, and a good friend of ours, he notices somebody out on the river,
Oh yes,
and this lady
that was
pulls up
funny. That was
in a jet
exciting.
ski,
Yeah,
and she heard that Hamza was well, through social media, that Hamza was at the Val, and then she comes in and wants Hamza
yeah,
immediately,
he
and then
remembers that one.
she's
So
booked
I
you.
was busy doing breakfast. Then the kids ran in the kitchen. Hamza, there's an auntie by the dam. Is calling you.
Hmm.
She's calling you. I'm like, now who's aunt calling me? Because all the aunties are here with us.
Yeah.
Then I didn't nag them. They came for the second time. They said, no, Hamza, you have to go because the auntie wants to speak to you.
Yes.
I was like, okay, you never know who's aunt. Let me go see. Maybe then we can hear what she want to tell me. I got there, just realized that the auntie's been driving, been going on the jet ski looking for me so that she can just talk to me and meet me in person because she always heard the family talking about Hamza the chef.
Yes.
So it was something so amazing, and I was grateful for it because growing up and going through all the journey I've been explaining, I never realized one day, with the help of Allah,
Hmm.
people will be actually wanting and dying to meet me because I was
Hmm.
like, who's Hamza the chef?
Hmm.
Now, yeah, Allah made it easy that, yeah, I meet a lot of people. A lot of people want to meet me. So it's something that I never dream of
Hmm.
or see it coming. It's Allah's work.
That is Allah's work. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
when you think about
yeah,
what you're just saying, and
yeah,
you know what you pick up as well is the humility of Hamza. And
yeah.
so grateful for where you are today.
Yes,
Now it's been a 13-year journey
yes,
coming from Malawi to here. You've learned all these Indian
yes,
cuisines. You're making all these exotic dishes. You're traveling to other countries now
yes,
because of what you're doing through your social media work, which you on all of platforms,
yes. On
Facebook.
Instagram, Hamza the chef. Also on yeah, WhatsApp. You just use my numbers. Also on the bio.
It will be at the
Yeah. Then my
bottom.
TikTok also Hamza the chef. So yeah, you can
It's
find me there.
HAMZAH,
Yes.
Hamza
You
the
can
chef.
just put if you can't find, you can just put underscore in the between Hamza underscore the underscore chef.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that will also be at the bottom. So that's how people can get hold of you.
Yes.
And now, the journey, right? Where do you see? Are you just taking it day by day, or where do you see yourself now taking this? You talked a little bit about training.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, that is now giving back, and that's such a
Yes.
beautiful, again, trait,
Yes.
because Allah blesses you so much more when you have been given a gift and then
Yes.
share this gift.
Yes.
So where to? Just as we come to the end of the show, where do you see yourself going to with your business?
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. For now, my dream
Hmm.
is to have the kitchen where I can be doing the classes and have that kitchen on the TV show where maybe I'll be teaching and others also can benefit from my recipes because I get a lot on my social media, people asking for the recipes, but most of the time, like I'm working back to back, then to sit, start typing becomes a mission for me because I need also to raise, I need to share the family. So yeah, it will be easy, inshallah, if Allah makes it easy for me one day to have a
Inshallah,
TV
may.
show and share the lessons of cooking there. So
Hmm.
yeah, we can all benefit from the recipes.
That's so powerful because I know growing up, one of the big things was if I have a recipe, then I don't share the recipe with anybody else
Yeah.
because it's my secret. And the beauty of what you're saying is
Yeah.
you wanting to share.
Yeah,
And
because
yeah,
one old lady told me because it's the hands. I can give you the same recipe of prawns you're talking about, but when you make it, it will come right, but it won't be like my touch. So it's the
mm,
touch. So
yes.
even if we share or you don't share at the end of the day, Rosa Baraka comes from Allah.
Allah, yes, yes,
So
yes.
so yeah, if somebody learns and benefit from you,
So let me
then
be the first person
yeah.
because I can tell you that I have two left hands when it comes to Cooking. If you have to, you know, we all have our own fears. If there's one fear I have, it's not public speaking, but it is cooking.
You're
All
gonna be
right.
my first student then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I had a mother that didn't for 24 years never allowed me to, and then my wife never allowed me for another
Yeah.
24 years to even pick up a spoon. So
Yeah.
now is my turn to want to learn to cook. So let me
Okay.
be your first
Yes.
pupil,
Yes.
and you got to teach me from scratch,
I want to
right?
teach you from the
Right? Tell
scratch.
me this
Yeah.
is a teaspoon and this is a knife, and
Yes.
this is how you cut it. This is how
Yeah.
you put it
Yeah. I will
together.
show you all the masalas
So
also.
if I can become a chef, then after going through your school, then
Yes.
anybody can. But
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, that is such a beautiful vision,
Yes.
and let's make it a reality. I mean, now speaking to our producers, nudge nudge, wink wink to the the Hilal team.
Yes.
Here is a opportunity to have Hamza have his own show here on Hilal
Yes.
TV, and inshallah that will happen.
Yes.
And
Inshallah.
you can then you know, teach so many people, and there are so
Yes.
many that want to, you know, with
Yes.
the
Lot. I
lives
get
that
a
we
lot.
live. Yes, I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people, women that
Yeah.
are in corporate world,
Inshallah,
and
I'm actually starting soon. So because of Ramadan rush now, as soon as we're done with the filling up all the freezers and the doors are not closing, we're gonna
Mhm.
come back to classes. Then we're gonna start doing all the food lessons now, all the diet
Yes,
food, or the junk food, or the school lunches, or the trip food, or the what you call it when you're traveling on the road, fat
yes, fat
course.
course.
Yes, for everything you want. We're
Yeah,
gonna, yeah, breakfast, rice, salads, desserts, all the
and
grills, inshallah. We'll be doing
mm,
the classes. We just want to fill up some freezers
and you're doing
because,
some amazing healthy stuff as well, eh?
yes, yes, yes. Because you see, today everyone wants to eat healthy
Mm,
because now there's too much food in our country that you can't eat all of it. It will
mm,
kill you, you see.
mm.
So yeah, we're trying to accommodate everyone. Most of my clients, they like to eat healthy food. So I collected all the recipes also for the healthy food so that we don't leave them behind because they actually the major clients of mine.
Mm.
Yeah, when it
So you
comes to
must be quite
healthy.
busy right now up to Ramadan, because
Yes,
now
full
it's, I
book.
guess,
Yeah,
still
alhamdulillah.
season where
Yeah,
people are, obviously the holiday period is a bit over,
yeah.
but there's a lot of functions and
Yes, I got few weddings coming up, Rustenburg, I got function, wheat bank, all over. So there's a lot of things happening. I'm full booked right now. So you ever wanted to ask for my service, you better call me in advance and we make the arrangement in advance. Don't call me last minute and it's gonna be difficult for me to work my way because we discussed earlier, there's a lot of services we're doing. There's in my booking, there's hunting, there's Ramadan, there's fishing, there's golf, there's weddings. I have to do all that. So with the help of my team, alhamdulillah, we're managing so well, and everyone is learning so
so
nicely
Ramadan you
together.
can do your like savories and everything
Yes,
for
Ramadan, I
people.
make
They can
everything.
book it in
Yes.
advance.
Yeah, you book me in advance, then you tell me what savories you like. Then we discuss how many dozens. I'll tell you how much. Then
Okay.
I'll be coming to your house. Then you better have your freezer room ready.
Mm. And I told the before the show, I said to the production team that when we have a function at Hilal TV with all our ulama and the broader team, then and all our sponsors, inshallah, we will have Hamza, the chef, at the function.
Yes,
So,
of course, of course.
Mahmoud listening, we better, and Amr and the team, we will have Hamza at the function.
I'll be very happy. I'll be
Yeah,
very
it is
happy.
an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. We've
Thank
come
you.
to the end already on this very hungry note right now. I can't emphasize after a long day, and you know, we just listening to you
Gee.
and having experienced
Yes.
your cuisine.
Gee.
It is literally mouth watering, and I encourage you, if you have not experienced Hamza, then reach out to him more than anything else, just to be in his company.
Yes.
He will really lighten up your event, whatever it is, whether you're at home, having a wedding, family function, going away, as he said, boys' weekend, girls' weekend. You reach out to Hamza and he will make it very, very special.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of Hamza. So shukr, and we, on behalf of the Inspirate Business team, we make lots of dua for your success. It's just phenomenal to see your meteoric rise,
Ameen.
and may Allah continue to guide you and to shower His infinite barakah on you and
Ameen.
your family. Now that you also with you and your wife.
Yeah, my wife said now she won't cook for the rest of her life. I told her I cook for money, she'll cook.
Lucky woman she is. Eh? Shukran. Cooking for money, and that's where the love comes. On that note, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.